Today's energy carries a heavy sense of loss and separation, particularly within the dynamic between you and your person. They are feeling deeply lonely and ignored, longing for the connection that once existed between the two of you. Despite these feelings, however, your person is also acting distant, pulling away rather than reaching out to communicate. This behavior may seem contradictory, but it's rooted in the significant amount of introspection they've been doing recently. They have been spending a lot of time reflecting on this connection, trying to make sense of their feelings and actions. For quite some time, they were clouded by confusion. They struggled to understand how they truly felt about you and what they wanted from this relationship. Now, however, there has been a breakthrough. After much internal conflict and soul-searching, they have finally gained clarity about their emotions. They have come to realize that their actions in the past were not only selfish but also immature. In recognizing this, they have begun to understand how their behavior has pushed you away, creating a rift that now feels difficult to bridge. Your person knows that their back-and-forth behavior has taken a toll on you. Many of you are likely feeling tired, perhaps even frustrated or emotionally drained, as a result of their inconsistency. Their tendency to pull you close one moment, only to push you away the next, has left you unsure of where you stand. This pattern has created a deep sense of exhaustion in you, and it's understandable if you feel like you're at the end of your rope. Despite all of this, your person is now feeling a strong desire to make things right. They are beginning to realize that the situation can't continue as it is, and they want to fix the things they've broken, things that were damaged by their ego, their pride, and their anger. The realization that they were wrong is difficult for them to accept, but it is also pushing them toward change. They no longer want to live in this stagnant state where neither of you is moving forward, and communication has completely broken down. Your person is desperate to change this dynamic because they know that the lack of communication is only leading to more misunderstandings. They feel the distance growing, and it terrifies them because they know that without effort, the connection could be lost forever. This thought weighs heavily on their mind. Right now, your person wants nothing more than to rush back into your life, even if only to find out whether you still feel the same way about them. They wonder if you still care for them the way you once did, or if their behavior has driven you too far away. Their desire to reconnect is strong, but they also fear what they might discover. The image they have of you now is one of the Queen of Swords, someone who is strong, intelligent, and emotionally reserved. In their eyes, you have become more guarded, likely due to the pain their actions have caused. They see you as someone who has built up walls around your heart to protect yourself from further hurt. This shift in your energy is making them realize how much you have changed in response to their inconsistency. It is also forcing them to confront their own emotions in a way they have never done before. Your person wants to show you their sensitive side, something they have hidden from you, perhaps out of fear or pride. They want to take off the false mask they've been wearing for so long and be real with you, allowing you to see their vulnerability and the emotions they've been holding back. This desire to be open and honest is a major shift for them. In the past, they may have been too focused on protecting their ego to truly express their feelings. But now, they are realizing that in doing so, they've caused more harm than good. They don't want to hold back any longer. They want to tell you how they really feel and, more importantly, they want to show you that they are ready to change. Your person is eager to move past the confusion and misunderstandings that have defined your connection recently, and they are willing to do the work necessary to rebuild the relationship. They just want to know if you still want them. That question is driving them to take action, even though they are unsure of how you will respond. The energy between you two may feel heavy and complicated right now, but your person is determined to shift it, hoping that by showing you their true self, they can heal the wounds of the past and restore the bond that once felt so strong. I deeply regret walking away from you. At the time, I convinced myself that I had no other choice, that the circumstances left me with no other options. Now, looking back, I realize how mistaken I was, and I'm weighed down by how much things have fallen apart since then. It's only now, after having spent so much time apart from you, that I can fully grasp the depth of the connection we shared. Everything feels like a mess without you, and I can't help but feel responsible for letting it get this way. When we were together, I carried an overwhelming sense of guilt. There were moments when I knew I wasn't being fully honest with you or even with myself. I was wrestling with feelings I didn't fully understand. Deep down, I was afraid of how powerful our bond truly was, and that fear drove me to make decisions I now deeply regret. Part of me was so arrogant, so sure that no matter what I did, you would never walk away from me. I took your love for granted, assuming that you'd always be there, waiting for me to get myself together. But now, I can see that you're moving on with your life, and it's breaking my heart. It's not just the idea of you moving on that bothers me, but the realization that I underestimated how strong and independent you are. It's a harsh wake-up call for me, and it's making me confront some painful truths about myself. I'm realizing how much I messed up by letting you go, and it's literally bothering me every single day. I owe you an apology, not just for walking away, but for the lies I told. I lied to you, and I lied to myself. I was in denial about so many things, about the depth of my feelings for you and the spiritual connection that we share. I know now, without a doubt, that our connection goes beyond the physical, beyond the surface level. It's something deeper, something spiritual. I can feel it in my soul. I know you are my twin flame, the one person who truly mirrors me in ways I didn't fully understand before. This realization has hit me hard, and I wish I could have seen it sooner. I know you've been wondering about the karmic situation I was tangled up in, and I want you to know that it's firmly in the past. That chapter of my life is closed. You were the spark that set everything into motion for me, the one who inspired me to make the changes I needed to make in my life. Without you, I wouldn't have had the strength to face those challenges and finally put them behind me. It's because of you that I've been able to grow, and I'm forever grateful for that. Even though I've kept my distance, I've been keeping a close eye on your life, especially through social media. I can't help but notice how well you seem to be doing. You look like you're thriving, like you've found your peace and happiness, and that makes me both proud and conflicted. There's a part of me that wants to reach out to you, to reconnect, and to fix things between us, but I've stopped myself so many times because I'm terrified of disturbing the peace you've found. I don't want to be the one to bring any more chaos into your life, and that fear has kept me silent. But please believe me when I say that I've been thinking about you constantly, and I've already begun to make plans for us. I know that there will come a time when I'll have to make my move, when I'll need to reach out and set things right between us. I've been preparing myself for that moment because when I do come back into your life, I want to be ready to give you everything. I don't want to offer you just pieces of myself, the way I did before. You deserve so much more than that. You deserve all of me, every part of my heart, my soul, and my energy. I've come to understand that you're not just someone who walked into my life randomly. You're special to me in ways that words can't fully describe. You're my mirror, my twin flame, the one who was meant to walk this journey with me. And I want you to know that when the time is right, I'm coming back for you. I want to be the person you deserve, the person who can stand beside you and share in the life that I know we're meant to have together. Until that moment comes, I'll be working on myself, making sure that I'm the best version of me, the one who can truly give you the love, respect, and commitment that you deserve. You are my special one, and I will do everything in my power to make sure that when I come back, I'm ready to give you all of me. I've been feeling a deep frustration with myself lately, mostly because I haven't been able to take any meaningful action toward you or our relationship until now. It's not that I don't want to, I've been holding back for reasons that I'm still trying to fully understand. But trust me when I say that very soon, I'm going to reach out to you, and I'll open up about the future plans I've been making. You are a big part of those plans, and you've always been close to my heart in ways I've never truly expressed. I feel like it's long overdue for us to have this conversation, but when we do, I want it to be clear that my intentions with you are serious. I envision a future with you, and it's something I think about constantly. I want to marry you, build a life together, and finally settle down. I want us to reignite that love and passion we both once shared so effortlessly. There was a time when the energy between us was magnetic, it was undeniable. We were in sync, not just emotionally but physically too, and I miss that deeply. That connection we had was special, and I want to bring that back into our lives. Sometimes, I know it seems like I go away or disconnect from you emotionally, and I know that must be confusing or even hurtful. But the truth is, when I distance myself, it's not because I want to be apart from you. It's because, during those times, I need space to connect with my higher self and gain clarity about this relationship. It's not easy for me to navigate these feelings, and often, I need to retreat into myself to better understand where I stand, what I want, and how I can be the best version of myself for you. I've come to realize that without these moments of introspection, I can't give you the kind of love and commitment you deserve. So, if you ever felt like my pulling away was personal, I want to assure you it wasn't. It was a necessary part of my process to figure out how I could be the partner you need me to be. In my time of reflection, I've recognized something important. I'm walking away from situations, habits, and even people that no longer serve my highest good. I've come to understand that in order for us to move forward together, I need to let go of the things that have been holding me back, even if they've been a part of my life for a long time. It's not easy, but I'm committed to doing what it takes to be in a healthier place emotionally and spiritually. That's how much this relationship means to me. I want to show up for you in a way that's solid and unshakable, and to do that, I have to walk away from anything that doesn't support my growth or our future together. I've also realized that I've never told you just how deeply I've been impacted by you and the things you've said to me. There's one moment in particular that I always carry with me. When you told me you were in love with me, that you felt emotionally connected to me in a way you never had with anyone else, it was a life-changing moment for me. I didn't say it then, but hearing those words made me feel like I was on top of the world. It was like standing at the peak of a mountain and seeing everything clearly for the first time. In that moment, I realized how special what we have is, and how much I never want to lose that. I felt invincible knowing that someone as incredible as you felt that way about me. I don't want to take this connection for granted. I want to nurture it and give it the attention and care it deserves. I know that I haven't always been the best at communicating or taking action, but I'm working on that. I'm working on myself so that I can be the partner you've always deserved. I hope that when we finally have the chance to talk, you'll see that all the time I've spent away wasn't because I didn't care, but because I care so much that I needed to ensure I was ready for this next step. So, I ask you to trust me. Trust that I'm doing everything I can to be the person you need. Soon, we'll be able to talk about the future, about marriage, about building a life together. And when that time comes, I want you to know that I'm ready to reignite the love and passion we once shared, to rebuild everything we had and more. I'm looking forward to that day with all my heart.